What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Don't Cut It. I'm back again with another one. I need you guys to do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon for more videos like this. That being said, let's get into it. So after Gervonta Davis' recent draw versus Lamont Roach, a guy who he brought up for 130 to fight him for his WBA belt at 135, instead of unifying with the likes of Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis, or Vasyl Lomachenko, well, to be fair, he actually did try to fight Vasyl Lomachenko, but Vasyl Lomachenko said he wasn't ready. But also, we can make a case that Vasyl Lomachenko been wanted to fight Gervonta Tank Davis years ago, but Gervonta said he wasn't ready. I guess Vasyl Lomachenko just pulled a Gervonta Davis with a Gervonta Davis pulled a Vasyl Lomachenko just now. I mean, it is what it is. However you want to twist the story, however you want to spin it. But anyway, because of Gervonta Davis' recent lackluster performance against Lamont Roach, I mean, rumors are coming out that Vasyl Lomachenko is somewhat interested in fighting Gervonta Davis. Me personally, I think Gervonta Davis needs to avoid the Lamont Roach rematch, save that for later, and go straight into the Lomachenko negotiations. If Lomachenko is truly saying he wants to fight Gervonta, it's because he's seen his last fight and he thinks he can capitalize on what Lamont Roach wasn't able to capitalize on. If I was Gervonta Davis, I will take the Vasyl Lomachenko fight next because Vasyl Lomachenko thinks Gervonta's sweet after his last performance. This is your only chance to get Vasyl Lomachenko in the ring, buddy. If you ignore this and you go right into the Lamont Roach fight and you potentially knock out Lamont Roach in the rematch, that's not going to get Vasyl Lomachenko in the ring with you. Vasyl Lomachenko is full of confidence after watching your recent fight versus Lamont Roach. He's willing to get in the ring with you next. He's a world champion. This is an opportunity to really stamp your name in the sport. If you ever stamped your name in the sport, Gervonta, you become a unified champion with a win over Vasyl Lomachenko, who has the IBF belt. You become a unified champion and you finally beat a big name in the sport of boxing who was a world champion. What other big names did Gervonta Davis ever beat that was a world champion other than Pedraza at 130? But at that time, was Pedraza a big name? Not really. If you ask a lot of boxing fans, do you know who Pedraza is? Do you know who Jose Pedraza is? I'm pretty sure boxing fans are going to say no. Who the heck is that guy? I'm talking about the casual boxing fans. I'm pretty sure hardcore boxing fans know who Jose Pedraza is. He's been in there. He's a 2-division world champion. He became a world champion at 135 and 130, So he's a 2-division champion. Everybody knows Pedraza who follows the sport of boxing, but I'm talking about the casual fangirls of the world. They don't know Pedraza. But I'm pretty sure they know Vasyl Lomachenko. Vasyl Lomachenko's been in there with all of the big names. So we want to see a guy like Vasyl Lomachenko versus Gervonta Davis to finally give Gervonta Davis some credit. I know a lot of people are going to say, Vasyl Lomachenko's too old. Gervonta fought him when he was past his prime. People are going to talk regardless. So, me personally, I'll give Gervonta Davis credit. And I'll give him credit in the nature of how he defeats Vasyl Lomachenko. But if he goes in there and he loses to Vasyl Lomachenko, then he's the hype everybody think he's the hype everybody think he is right now. Because a lot of people don't believe in Gervonta Davis anymore. This is the fight to shut up boxing fans. Forget if I was in the corner of Gervonta Davis. Forget the Lamont Roach rematch. You put that to the side for right now. Vasyl Lomachenko want that work. You go straight into the Vasyl Lomachenko fight. Let everybody say, oh, he ducked Lamont Roach rematch. That fight's become even bigger. The first fight didn't really do well. Why everybody think the second fight is going to do well? The second fight will do well if Gervonta gets some respect from boxing fans by going straight into the Vasyl Lomachenko fight. Fights Vasyl Lomachenko. If he beats Vasyl Lomachenko in impressive fashion, even if he doesn't knock him out, but he beats him convincingly, everybody will be looking forward to Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach rematch. He jumps into the Lamont Roach rematch, and he gets the job done in convincing fashion like he should have did in the first fight. Gervonta is a huge, even bigger name, even bigger pay-per-view draw. But he's not going to just do it with just the Lamont Roach rematch. He needs to use guys like Vasyl Lomachenko. The reason why he needs to use guys like Vasyl Lomachenko is to gain the hardcore boxing fans' approval. Because you can't only just have the casuals, you need some of the hardcore boxing fans' approval. Because listen, the hardcore boxing fans are fans that you know are going to pay every single time you fight. That's losing customers. If you don't have the hardcore boxing fans' approval, we're not going to pay for your fight. We're going to scream your fights. We're going to scream your fights. If you don't fight Vasyl Lomachenko next, who's feeling a little cocky, who's feeling a little confident after seeing your last fight, as a promoter, if I was a promoter, I would ignore the fight with Lamont Roach for a rematch and jump right into the Vasyl Lomachenko fight. That's the fight that makes sense. That's the fight to elevate Tank's status, give him some respect in the sport of boxing. If he truly was some respect from boxing fans, because we're going to continue to disrespect him until he fights somebody. This is a perfect opportunity to fight somebody. Go straight into the Vasyl Lomachenko fight. If you beat him, then you go into the Lamont Roach fight. That's how you leave a legacy in the sport of boxing. And then Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis. Your boy, don't credit him out.